Welcome, everyone. It's so great to see all of you. My name is Cathy with Courage to Caregivers. And today we're going to review some of the topics that we went over during the month of July. We'll begin with the topic of sleep hygiene. And by the way, the theme for this month was wellness. So we'll begin with the topic of sleep hygiene and how important sleep is to our overall well-being. The benefits of sleep include stress reduction, cognitive clarity, a decrease in the risk of serious illnesses such as cardiovascular illness and diabetes. And sleep boosts the immune system in so many wonderful ways. It actually makes us less prone to disease. We talked about ways to improve sleep, and some of these examples might be not using your electronics an hour before you go to bed, and going to sleep at the same time each night for the sake of consistency. Even that little change in your routine will make a wonderful adjustment for your sleep pattern. We know that as caregivers, it's very hard to get good sleep. And so perhaps just prioritizing sleep itself is the first step to that goal, just making that the most important piece of your routine, because we know it's hard to rest when we've got a lot of responsibility in caregiving. We also learned after the last few weeks to move with courage as we incorporated movement into our daily routine. Some examples include walking with a buddy, and that gives us accountability and also makes it more fun. Or turning on the radio and just dancing in your kitchen, right? So even something that simple, it doesn't have to be anything totally formal. Or even working outside in your yard or your garden. Anything at all to improve your physical fitness and increase your activity level. We know that this strengthens the mind-body connection, which in turn reduces our stress and anxiety, improves focus, and improves sleep. Okay, see how one thing enhances the other? We were just talking about sleep and how hard it is to have good sleep. And then we know that physical activity is something we can do to improve sleep. So it all goes hand in hand. If we move mindfully and with courage, we listen to our body's natural cues, which impacts our attitudes of self-acceptance and prioritizes our self-care. Lastly, we learned about self-discipline versus motivation, and how the blending of these two actions opens up a pathway to growth and achievement. When we do something that is hard or challenging, we become stronger, and we also make our life more fulfilling. We learn that the elemental qualities of nature, which are earth, fire, water, and air, can support us in our mindfulness practice, as we are all made up of different bits and pieces of those elements, some more than others. So remember that wellness is an essential item in your toolbox as a caregiver. It is essential that you give to yourself first before caring for someone else. And it is not selfish. What wellness practice can you implement going forward from what we've learned? Remember that you are worth it. Every day, you are worth implementing a little bit of self-care. Okay? So having said that, that's just a little wrap up, a little summary of what we've learned. We'll go ahead and get started with a little bit of breathing and meditation. So I invite you to find a comfortable place in your chair, shifting your weight from one side to the other to make sure that you're nice and supported on both sides. Find a nice tall spine in your chair. So take a moment to roll the shoulders up to the ears and let them settle down so that you're not holding any tension there. Hands can be placed on your lap face down or face up if you want more energy, up to you. And I invite you to close the eyes or leave them softly cast down. Feet are flat on the floor. as you begin to connect to the ground beneath you. And I invite the idea of your seat on your chair. So the grounding takes place there as well. And then just your consciousness of the space all around you, the four walls of the room, your sanctuary, what lies beyond your window, maybe even your concept of the full universe around you. And as you are getting settled into your space, I invite you to begin noticing the breath, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Just noticing the natural rhythm of your own unique breath as it comes and as it goes. Perhaps this is the first time today that you've had a moment to yourself to reconnect with yourself and also to let your body settle in and settle down. So we're going to revisit our stair-step breathing, which was the breathing for the month of July. And if you will remember, there's a stair-step breathing up as well as a stair-step breathing down. We'll begin with the stair-step breathing going up. And so what this looks like is we take a walk up the stairs, inhaling in little increments of 3 as we go up until we get to the top of the stairs. And then we breathe that long supportive exhale all the way down in one breath. And so we'll begin by inhaling up just a little bit to the stairs, inhaling another little increment up, resting on that stair. And then finally, inhaling all the way up to the top of the stairs, all the way up, let it fill the lungs. And then exhale, letting it out nice and slow, one long supportive breath. Beautiful, everyone. We'll go ahead and do that together one more time. Getting ready and inhaling it, just one little stair. Inhaling up, one more little stair. And then finally inhaling the breath all the way up to the top of the stair. Let it fill the lungs. And then exhale, let it out slowly, mindfully, all the way down in one breath. Beautiful. I invite you now to continue the stair-step breathing up for a couple of rounds at your own pace. Very good, everyone. Now we will try the stair-step breathing down. So what this looks like is we take a nice full inhale all the way to the top of the stairs, one breath. When we exhale, we'll come down the stairs, just a couple stairs, letting a little bit of air out and then pause. Coming down again to that second set of stairs and then pause. And then coming all the way down the stairs, letting all of the remaining air out of the lungs until your lungs are completely empty. Good. So let's try this together. We're going to breathe one full mindful inhale in. You're at the top of the stairs now. Exhale, letting just a little bit of air out, resting on the stairs. Exhale again, letting just a little bit of air out, resting on the next stair. And then exhale all the way to that bottom stair, all the way until there's no more air in your lungs. That's one round. So you get the idea. I invite you to try a few rounds of this on your own at your own pace. Beautiful, everyone. Now we're going to try a breathing technique called pursed lips breathing. So bring both hands to your solar plexus. That's right under your rib cage at the top of the belly. So it's the upper belly. So bringing your hands there so that you can feel the breath moving in and out of the diaphragm. Good. I invite you now to inhale through the nose. And then make your lips look as if you're going to whistle. So the lips are pursed. And when you let the air out, you're going to let the air out of your pursed lips slowly and mindfully. Until all the air is out of the lungs. Good. We'll try that again, inhaling through the nose. And then purse the lips like you're whistling and let the air out slowly and mindfully. Good. Inhaling again through the nose. Exhaling through pursed lips. Beautiful. Try that for a couple of rounds on your own and see how that makes you feel in terms of stress and anxiety. It's actually a wonderful stress reducer. It's also really good for people who have COPD or asthma or any kind of breathing issue because it literally balances the lungs and enables people to let a full breath in and a full breath out. So try that a couple times. As you're doing that, I'll read our affirmations for tonight's practice. My wellness is improving every day. My life flows easily and freely. My body is healthy and I am at peace. I am strong. I am ready. My body is healthy and I am at peace. So now shift your breath to any type of breathing that is supportive to you. It could be something that we've practiced in the past, or it could just be your own natural breath moving in and moving out of the body. Take a couple rounds of this supportive breath, knowing that just sitting still, coming to stillness, releasing tension and relaxing the body has brought your stress level down, down, down into the basement from where it was when we began. Good. Allowing yourself the freedom of taking one breath at a time. And when that feels complete, blinking the eyes open once again. We're going to begin a little of mindful movement, moving with courage in our chair today. So we're going to begin with a seated mountain pose. We've got both feet flat on the floor, heart is open, shoulders are back, ears are over the shoulders, so our head is nice and aligned with the body. And we'll bring those arms down alongside us with the palms facing forward. So just feeling into your seat, feeling into your feet, feeling into the strength of your body, seated mountain, and breathing in and breathing out. Mountains are strong, and even though they encounter some weather from time to time, they don't bend, they don't break. They might erode a little bit, but they are sturdy, resilient, and strong. So be that mountain right now. Good. From here, we'll lift the arms overhead, bringing the arms up. The hands are not touching right now. The palms are facing one another, tall mountain in the chair. Once again, feeling that strong foundation. Good. Exhale, letting those hands come down to the heart, palms pressed together. Beautiful. Inhaling, lifting the arms once again, pressing palms together. Exhaling, hands moving through the heart. So let's take a few of these beautiful sun breaths in our mountain pose, one at a time. Inhaling as we lift the arms, exhale as we lower the hands to the heart. Beautiful. Good. You got it, everyone. Feel your foundation. Beautiful. And then the next time your arms are overhead, you're going to interlace the fingers and bring just the index fingers up above your head. So feel the reach of your arms. Feel your body lifting up out of the hips, out of the rib cage, out of the waist, really lengthening through the crown of your head, taking a big inhale here. Exhale, bending from the side body, moving to the side. Doesn't matter which side you start with. Inhaling back to center. Let's bend to the other side. Good. Inhaling center, move to the side on the exhale. Inhale center and bend to the side. And you can do this several times on your own to your own breath. Really feeling, working that side of the spine. So lateral movement side to side. Good. Beautiful, everyone. And the next time you bring those arms up, interlace the fingers, this time pushing the palms away. So our palms are open facing the ceiling, and we're lifting those arms up overhead. Just reach for the sky here, full body stretch. Maybe even bringing your feet out, lifting the feet up off the floor if you're able. So stretching the whole body. If not, just leave your feet down on the floor, but getting a nice full body stretch here. Good. And then exhale, letting the hands go, shaking the hands out, letting the fingers wiggle. Shaking from the wrists and the forearms, shaking the arms out from the shoulders, full arm shake, 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 shake. Good. And then finally letting the hands fall back to your thighs. Let's begin to take some hip circles here from the chair. So your sitting bones are rooted to the chair, but you're just moving in a circle, letting your head round with you. Good. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, moving in the opposite direction, letting the hips open. Good. Beautiful. And then finally coming to stillness. We'll do a couple of seated twists in the chair. So finding that tall spine once again. We're going to take the right hand to the left knee as we exhale and twist over that left shoulder, lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the crown of your head as you twist. Good. And then moving back through center, left hand comes to right knee, inhaling as we lift, exhale as we twist, and breathe into that twist. It's really good for the spine to move in a twisting direction. So just breathing here. And then moving back through center, let's twist one more time on each side at your own pace. Beautiful, everyone. Coming back to center. Now, if you've got some lotion or some essential oils available and you'd like to put a little bit on your hands, you can go ahead and do that now. We're going to do a little bit of hand massage. If you don't have any, it's going to be fine. You're still going to get the benefit of massage. We know that any type of massage stimulates that sense of touch. And that sense of touch, even if you're giving yourself a massage, just really massages out all those little neurotransmitters in our fingers, in our hand, in between all of our bones and cartilage. It's so supportive, and it literally relaxes the body from the outside in. So I invite you now to find one hand, and with the other hand, take that thumb and begin to press into your palm, kneading it like you would dough, bread dough. So just kneading it at the base of the thumb, at the base of the wrist there, the fleshy part beneath the pinky, and then all up into those little bones that are right up below the fingers, each little bone individually. Good. So just really getting an overall massage. Don't forget the back of your hand with the other fingers. Get a really nice massage. Good. And then the fingers, we want to take each finger starting with the pinky, twirling it around at the base, each one twirling it around. There you go. Taking your time here. And then massaging in between each digit. So really getting a nice massage there in between each finger. And then finally, just gently brushing one finger at a time. Good. And then taking those hands together, interlacing the fingers, and just giving yourself a little figure 8 here as your hands float in front of you. And then let's take that figure 8 in the opposite direction. Good. Shake the hands out again. And let's give the other hand the same massage. We don't want it to feel left out. So we start to get in between all those little bones, palm of the hand, back of the hand, fleshy part beneath the thumb, fleshy part beneath the pinky, and at the base of all the fingers. So hopefully, if you have had one of those days where you've been working on your computer or maybe doing some other things with your hands that have created some tension, you're going to feel a lot of stress relief here. Good. And then taking each finger, rolling it around. Good. Nice. And then in between the fingers, giving it a little gentle massage or a gentle tug. And then finally brushing each finger. So from the bottom of the finger all the way up to the fingertip. Brushing. Good. And then interlacing the fingers, finding that figure 8 once again. And then finding that figure 8 in the opposite direction. You got it. And then finally bringing your hands to your heart, feeling your two hands together, resting at your heart center. Feeling the peace that you've created within. And then finally releasing the hands. We're going to go ahead and find our place on the floor or on your chair as we prepare for deep rest today. We'll do a little sleep meditation and body scan. So if you're going to be laying on the floor, finding yourself there now, stretching out from feet all the way to the crown of the head, letting your body settle into the floor beneath you. Feeling each body part, the back of the heels, the legs, the back body, the shoulders, and the back of the head. And just taking this time to feel the support and ground beneath you. If you're sitting in your chair, finding a very cozy and comfortable position there and closing the eyes and just letting your body release and surrender. And for today's body scan meditation, really allowing for some curiosity to develop here. Getting curious about what you're feeling in every part of the body. And starting with a few deep breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in deeply and breathing out slowly. Releasing all tension in the body. Breathing in and breathing out. Relaxing and sinking deeply into a place of stillness. Feeling the weight of gravity pull you down. And we'll begin our body scan at the top of the head, bringing your attention to the crown of the head, the area on the top of the scalp, and just let your awareness settle there right now. Notice what sensations you feel at the crown of the head. What do you notice? Is there any tingling or vibration? And if you don't feel anything there, just making available that space. There's no need to force any feeling, just whatever comes up. And slowly letting your awareness drip down from the top of your head, dripping down to the top of the forehead. Feeling your way as you go down towards the eyebrows and moving with curiosity down towards the eye sockets. And finally, resting your attention on the eyes. If there's any tension in the eyes, just bring some softness to that area. Or just make space for the tension. There's no need to change it, but just get curious about what it feels like. What do the eyes feel like in this moment? And moving your awareness down the nose and the cheeks, feeling the outside of the cheeks and the inside of your cheeks, becoming aware of your teeth and your tongue, becoming aware of your jaw. There's nothing you need to do, but just feeling this in the body. Cultivating and strengthening this body awareness, slowly moving the attention down as if it were honey dripping down your body. So moving down the neck, feeling the upper neck and the lower neck. And then feeling into the right shoulder, feeling the muscles of the deltoid on the right shoulder. And then bringing your awareness down into the right arm, feeling the right bicep and the right tricep. Moving your awareness down into the right elbow and the wrist, and resting your attention in your right hand. Perhaps feeling into the palm and any warmth or vibration there. And perhaps feeling each finger one by one. The thumb, and then all the fingers, the index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger. And then slowly withdrawing that awareness from the right hand and the right arm as you cross the body over to the left side. Feeling into the left shoulder, and then feeling the muscles of the left shoulder, moving down into the left bicep and the left tricep, and then moving to the left elbow, the left forearm and wrist. And then bringing that full, complete attention to the left hand, the left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger. Letting go of words and just experiencing directly the physical sensations. Slowly withdrawing your attention from the hands and the left arm and moving slowly back up to the center of your chest, feeling the area of the solar plexus and the sternum. Noticing any subtle rising and falling of the chest, the expansion and contraction of the rib cage, and moving down now, feeling the belly. Notice how your belly moves in and out with the breath, moving in and moving out. Feeling the softness of the belly as you breathe, the gift of receiving and the letting go of the breath. And then moving down through the pelvis, feeling both thighs at the same time. The quadriceps, the muscles that are in the front of the thighs, feeling the hamstrings and the hips, moving down through the knees, and just staying curious, connected to your own body. Moving down to the tops of the shins and feeling the calves, feeling into both ankles. And then resting your attention in the soles of the feet. Again, being curious about the physical experience of feeling into the body. Bringing your mind into your body all the way down to the soles of the feet and resting your attention there. Finally, moving your attention from the soles of the feet and letting it travel back up towards the center of the body, becoming aware of the solar plexus and allowing your attention to focus there, right there at the heart center. Giving yourself the gift of a little hug at your heart right now for the amazing and tremendous caregiver that you are. And with the rising and falling of the chest, slowly drift off to sleep. You are strong. You are resilient. You are well and you are whole. Rest now in this knowing. Just rest. Very gently and with great care, begin to bring your awareness back to your body, starting to invite in some movement, wiggling fingers and toes. If you're lying on the floor, maybe gathering your knees into your chest, taking a little rock from side to side, or taking a full body stretch, whatever your body is needing. Be curious, ask your body what it needs, and give that to yourself right now. Deepening the breath, a longer, fuller inhale, and a longer, more complete exhale. And as you are awakening, I'm going to read a few little quotations for tonight's practice. This is from Bonnie Ware. She says, make happiness a priority and be gentle with yourself in the process. And from Oprah Winfrey, I define joy as a sustained sense of well-being, an internal peace, a connection to what matters. And finally, from William London, to ensure good health, eat lightly, breathe deeply, live moderately, cultivate cheerfulness, and maintain an interest in life. And so as you are continuing to awaken, being gentle with yourself, eventually press yourself back into a seated position, and we will meet with hands at the heart center, right where we began. And just closing the eyes or leaving them softly cast down, hands pressed together, resting at your heart. Feel your heart beating, feel the breath rise and fall. Knowing that you are worth every moment of self-care and that you are strong and have the tools to take care of you. Let's release the hands, lifting arms up overhead, and then return them to the heart center. As always, the light that is within me honors and recognizes the light that is just blasting me with brilliance right now. We share that acknowledgement when we say together, Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, everyone. Have a great week, and I will see you next Monday, okay?
Thanks, Cathy.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Cathy.
You're welcome. Bye-bye, everyone.
Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Colleen.
Hi. Hi, Diana. Hi, Marta. Loretta. And I think you are new to me. I'm Kathleen. What is your name? You're on mute.